Hey there, internet friends, Trevor Starkey here with another episode of Trevor Trove Gaming, and potentially, well, yes, my final episode of my daily vlog stuff for the time being. I will still be back intermittently with, videos here and there where I kind of see appropriate, but no more daily stuff for the foreseeable future. But in response to kind of some of the biggest news in gaming this week, I want to sit down and talk about the Nintendo news, where they announced that they've got the September is going to be when their Nintendo Online stuff launches, where you can play kind of online multiplayer, but you will need this service, this Nintendo Online subscription service to do it. It's $20 a month, and the big news is that there's basically going to be 20 classic Nintendo games at launch, with more potentially to follow. And those games will have online integration, online kind of multiplayer upgrades of those games. So not direct ports, but kind of updated ports to accommodate the new digital age or online multiplayer kind of capacity. So that's interesting. At $20 a month, I don't know that this is going to show that it's a worthwhile. I mean, it's a great deal if you want to play those 20 games, but I don't. There's a lot of the games on there that they announced where I'm like, I was never going to touch that. I'm like, if I was willing to put like $1 on, like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll play Super Mario Brothers 3 for $5 or something, I would not play soccer. So I don't want any of my money going to play soccer on the NES. Kind of like that. So it's a weird mix of games that they've got, and the fact that they're coming out and saying only Nintendo games for now. They don't have any other announcements up regarding Super Nintendo, N64, or the long rumored GameCube era games. So I don't know. I'm not excited about it. This does nothing for me. It doesn't entice me to want to subscribe to this system when it comes out. The follow-up news that came out that they are not doing Virtual Console is more questionable stuff. Not so people are out there hypothesizing that it's going to be like the Virtual Console, but it's just not going to be under the Virtual Console brand name. And I'm like, okay, but why say anything about that right now anyway? Like, why leave that questionable? Why leave that out there? You could just do the stock answer of we don't have anything to announce at this time, and not leave this weird, out there kind of idea of like, oh, maybe we're gonna do a Virtual Console-esque thing. And even if they do a Virtual Console-esque thing, I have not been given any faith from them historically that they're going to do it in any kind of good way moving forward. Virtual Console on the Wii U and the DS and 3DS platforms and stuff, and the Wii, no, that was great. They just kind of made me buy the same games over and over again. The nail in the coffin for me was the fact that I bought games on my 3DS, and then I lost that 3DS, and those games are not connected to my account anywhere, so they are locked on that system that I lost, and so I can't play those games again. I have to go buy them again. And so it's like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. Like, give me games that I'm buying to an account like Steam because it's 2018. Give me some kind of software network like that, like the PlayStation Network, like Xbox Live Online. Give me something where I'm buying games, so I'm buying them once. I'm tired of, and admittedly, I'm part of the problem because I've bought Final Fantasy VI on 7 different things. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not interested in doing that anymore. I want to buy the game, and then I own the game. Even if they do a Virtual Console that's not a Virtual Console kind of thing, I have little interest in really diving back into some of those older games. There are a couple that I'd love to, hop back in and play, but I also don't, looking back at historically how I play games, I kind of play stuff I haven't played before. I very rarely am going back to try and seek out old games that I've never touched. And the frequency with with the ever-increasing amount of new games that are coming out, I have even less interest in, or less time to go back to old games that I enjoyed, or old games that I didn't enjoy but want to give a shot, or something like that. So, Virtual Console doesn't do anything for me. I just don't understand why they would come out and say just up front that they're not doing it. I don't know why they wouldn't wait and say anything like that until they can also announce, hey, but this is what we're doing instead of Virtual Console. Just seems like a bad marketing call on my in my philosophy. So those are kind of my thoughts on the Nintendo news. Let me know yours in the comments below. As always, I've been your host, Trevor Starkey from TrevorTrove.com. You can follow me at SnarkyStarkey on Twitter. And until next time, from here at the Trove, treasure your friends.